Welcome back. Sorry, I had a trouble. I had a trouble in the broadcast. I don't know why it got stuck. Welcome back. Welcome back. Sorry for the disruption. Welcome back. Welcome, my sister. Thank you so much. Sorry, the first broadcast was disrupted. I don't know what happened, so I had to cut it off and start again. Thank you so much. Thank you, my sister. Thank you so much, my sister. Thank you for your support. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Adetutu Diana, thank you so much for joining. Sorry, the first broadcast I went into, it got disrupted. I don't know what is happening to YouTube. They disrupted the first broadcast, so I have to restart it again. Thank you so much for your support, Diana. Yes, Niger Celebrity TV. We must continue. Thank you, my sister. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. Please, as you join, share the video in your platform. Share the video in your platform. Share it in your WhatsApp group. Share it to family and friends. And like the video. As you like the video, other people can join us so that we can preach the gospel. Click like on the video as you're joining. Give a thumbs up to the video as you're joining and share to your platform. Thank you for joining. Give a like to the video, and share in your platform. Click like. Give a thumbs up to the video so that other people can reach us. Share the video in your own platform. Share the video in your WhatsApp group. Share to family and friends. Give a thumbs up to the video. Thank you for joining. Welcome wherever you are connecting from. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining. We are starting very soon. Just some few minutes, we're going to start our broadcast on the situation of things. We will not stop. We will continue to preach the gospel until Biafra comes. No matter the attack that is coming from all angles, all corners, we cannot relent in our effort. We will continue to fight until the last minute. We will never give up. Fear not, look upon the Lord. God will give us victory. Atula egu. We shall overcome. Give a like to the video. Give a like to the video. Give a thumbs up to the video. Share in your platform. Share in your WhatsApp group before we start. We are starting very soon. We're going to kick it off and discuss some critical issues that have to do with our struggle and our supreme leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The time is now. Atula egwu n'anya Chineke ọlụwo isu dị n'akpa God is hearing our cry. Chukwu Okike Abịama have heard our cry. We have cried enough. We have shared here enough. Our Supreme Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have suffered enough. It is high time we wake up and do something so that he will be released unconditionally. This is the time. Welcome Biafrans, welcome Biafrans. Thank you for joining wherever you are joining. If you're joining from Biafra land, you're joining from any part of Africa, you're joining from Europe, from America, from Australia, from Canada, wherever you are joining from, I say, may Chukwu Okike Abiama continue to guide and protect you and secure you. The battle has started. It is no longer a joking issue. Share this video on your platform and give a like to the video. Give a thumbs up to the video so that people can join us. It is that we are at the critical point. We are at the critical point. It is no longer time for joke and time for play. The time for play, the time for talking, the time for blackmail has passed. The situation is getting tougher every day. I saw it coming at the beginning of this year. I said it, that the killing is going to increase. The extortion is going to increase. Blackmail is going to increase. The extraction will increase. Killings are going to increase. And so as you see it today, everything you can see that is working against us is increasing. It is no longer a joking issue. If you are a Biafran, or if you are from any indigenous tribe in Nigeria and you think it's a joke, keep thinking. You are waiting until you get to your grave before you will know what is going on. If you are a Biafran and you have not woken up to know what to do, that means you are an enemy of yourself. You are an enemy of yourself. As you are watching this video, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still in captivity and he's facing a serious challenge. His health is failing him. Nobody can tell us the situation of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as you're watching this video. We do not want to speculate on rumors. We don't want to preach rumors or send rumors. But I am telling you that what is happening to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as we are speaking, nobody can tell. But all is not well. All is not well from all angles, from all directions. If you are a Biafran, this is time to stand up and speak up. If you are a Biafran in Biafra land, the time has come. That time that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu talked about have come. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said it in his broadcast in the past while he was told that if you know anything you can do to bring Biafra, this is the time. I have said it time and time again. When we are talking about the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we are automatically talking about the coming of Biafra. The actualization of Biafra. That is why no Biafran must play with the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. No Biafran must play with life of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If we lose the Messiah, it will take us another 100 years for us to get someone like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If we lose the Messiah, it is going to take us another 100 years to get someone like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If you still think it's a joke, keep sleeping and keep thinking. Before we get to where we are today, you know how far it was, how tough it was. You know how tough it was before we go to this stage. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started his broadcast and started to preach to Biafran people since 2011. The message has been going. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu took time to stay on Radio Biafra to educate people, to wake every one of us up. And today people are awake. The awakening message of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was not only for Biafrans alone, it was for every indigenous tribe in the country called Nigeria. It was a tough message. It wasn't easy. It was a tough message, a hard nut to crack. So many people are still hating Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because of the good message he was preaching. The evil men are still calling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's name because he was preaching the right gospel. He wasn't looking at anybody. He wasn't sparing anybody. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was saying it exactly the way it is. The way we can get our freedom is only by saying the truth and nothing but the truth. The man whom everybody is using their platform to promote, the man whom everybody is mentioning his name in their platform, is a sincere man. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have very sincere and very consistent in his words. What he has been demanding for from the very first day he started the fight for Biafra, the same thing is what he is demanding for today. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have told us so many things, and every single thing he had told us has never been found wanted. He is standing on his wall. It is either Biafra or death. But are we going to allow Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to die in the hand of the enemy? God forbid. Are we going to allow our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu the symbol of justice, to die in the hand of the enemies. God forbid. If you're one of those who is waiting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to die in the dungeon, you are going to pay with your life very, very soon. And you will be disappointed. You will be disappointed. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be freed unconditionally. It doesn't matter what anybody is doing. It doesn't matter what anybody is saying. It doesn't matter the angle you're coming from. It doesn't matter the attack you bring it. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must be freed unconditionally. He must be freed. When you see people on their platform calling you to embark on massive civil disobedience, calling you to do something, we are not saying it for our selfish interest. Nobody is saying it for a personal interest. We are saying it for the interest of Biafran people. Every fight we are putting on to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a fight to free Biafra. I say it and I say it again. If you think you can get Biafra by making Mazi Nnamdi Kanu irrelevant, you are a joker. You are worse than the Janjaweed. If you think you can get Biafra by allowing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to continue to stay in the DSS, you are a joker. And you are an enemy to the Biafra people. The only way Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can be freed, and the only way we can get Biafra can come, is by the coming of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. As Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is freed, Biafra is freed. As Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in captivity, every single Biafran man or woman is in captivity today. In extension, every indigenous tribe in the country of Nigeria remains in captivity as long as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu remains in captivity. Some people think that the fight of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is just for the Biafran people. Some even think it's just for the Igbo people. Some think it's just for Southern people. The struggle of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu affects every indigenous tribe in the country of Nigeria. It doesn't matter your location. It doesn't matter your religion. It doesn't matter your tongue. It doesn't matter your tribe. It doesn't matter what you speak. The struggle of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the freedom of Mazi Kanu is going to bring freedom to every single indigenous tribe in the country of Nigeria. That is why everybody must be up and doing. When we are shouting on top of our voices and calling for the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, some people call us jokers. They call us ranters, that we are ranting. We don't know what we are saying. Well, you can abuse, you can curse, you can say, use any word you want to use. It's left for you. But I know what I'm fighting for. I'm fighting for my generation unborn. I know that there's no other place where there will be hope except in the freedom of Biafran people. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have laid a foundation that is going to lead us to that freedom. A foundation that will bring freedom, not only to Biafran, a foundation that will bring freedom to every indigenous tribe in the country of Nigeria. That is the foundation Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have led. And I thank Chukwu Okike Abiama that our Oduduwa brothers saw that foundation Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and they built on it. They are today building on it. Our Oduduwa brothers are fighting for the coming of Oduduwa, fighting to the nail that Oduduwa must come. It is no longer business as usual. This was a hard knot. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu preached a raw message, which only somebody who is clean can preach. The message of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it is not everybody that can be able to preach the message Mazi Nnamdi Kanu preached. He preached a raw message, standing on the truth and very consistent. He has never deviated, he has never changed. As white and whiter than snow. Today, that man is in captivity, suffering. That man is in the hand of the enemy, in the camp of the enemy. On daily basis. He is sitting at home every single day for the past 8 months. And you think it's okay. You that you call yourself a Biafran. You that is pretending to be a member of IPOB. You pretend to be a Biafran. You pretend to be fighting for your people. You pretend to be looking for freedom. And the symbol of freedom is in DSS. You are not doing anything. The symbol of freedom is in DSS, being tortured on daily basis. You are not doing anything. Including those who call themselves activists in that country called Nigeria. All the people who call themselves activists, I wonder the kind of activists they are. How many activists in Nigeria are calling for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? How many of them? That is why sometimes when you see the kind of hatred you have in Nigeria, the kind of hatred that exists in the country called Nigeria, you will pray not to see any country like Nigeria in your next generation. When you see the kind of hatred that is coming in Nigeria, you will pray never to witness any other country like Nigeria. A country where people do not care about human life. A country where people do not even care about their neighbors. As long as they are okay, they don't care if their neighbor is dying. It is very common. You see the activists, they open their mouth and say injustice to one is injustice to all. In the whole of the grammar they are speaking, today the symbol of justice in the DSS, none of them is talking, none of them is speaking. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been denied every right that he has, including the simple right of the attorney, a legitimate attorney, a right that the judge have pronounced in the court and said that he has the right for people to visit him on twice every week, on Thursday and on Mondays. Since after the last court, they have denied Mazi Nnamdi Kanu access to his lawyers. We cannot tell what the situation of his health is. No one can tell. We are hearing different kinds of rumors. If not for the grace of Chukwu Okike Abiama, something else would have happened. But with the faith and trust I have in Chukwu Okike Abiama, I know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not die and he will overcome. The Janjaweed are trying everything possible to damage Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to press him down. Psychological torture every day. Psychological torture against the man who is standing up for his people. What crime has he committed? What crime has Mazi Nnamdi Kanu committed? He has not committed any crime. The only crime Mazi Nnamdi Kanu committed is that he is asking for self-determination for his own people. What he's asking for is enshrined in international law. International law supports it. African chartered law supports self-determination. Even Nigerian law itself supports self-determination. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not asking for self-determination through war. He is asking for self-determination through referendum. Referendum. The most peaceful means of having your self-determination. Referendum. That is the request Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is making. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has not declared war against anybody. Neither have he raised any army against anybody. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been working tooth and nail only to protect his own people. Only to protect his own people. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu established the Eastern Security Network. He said it when he established that it is not Biafran Army. Eastern Security Network are not Biafran Army. This is a legitimate organization to protect the southeastern region, the south, southeast, and the lower Benue. Wherever you see a Biafran people, they are there to protect us from the terrorists. This ESN was not established to kill innocent people. It doesn't matter your tribe. It doesn't matter your religion. It doesn't matter your location. ESN are not after the innocent people. No matter the area you are from, no matter the region you are from, no matter your religion, you are free to do your business in Biafra land, but do your business within the law, within the area, within the cities. The ESN are there to prevent the terrorists in the bush to kill, who are killing our farmers, destroying our farm and taking our lands, killing our mothers and sisters. The evidence are everywhere. It is not a propaganda. When we say it is not, the evidence are everywhere. When the Janjaweed were taking the life of Biafran people, you saw how they took the life of Biafran people in Enugu State, in Anambra State, Igbo State, so many places. They were taking land and forcefully taking land from Biafran people. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not just go ahead to establish ESN. He called on the so-called governors, these people who are claiming today to be the protectors of the area. He called on them. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wrote to them. So many of us didn't know. Some people think that he just woke up and formed ESN. He did not just form ESN. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, first of all, sent a message to the governors. He wrote to them. He wrote to them in writing. He told them to go and establish a security outfit to secure Biafra land, that the invaders are coming to take over the land. They refused to do it. People continue to lose their life in Biafra land. People continue to die in Biafra land. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because of the love he has for his own people, he went ahead to establish the Eastern Security Network, and he gave them the order that their work is in the bushes. They are not working in the cities. Up to today, the ESN are doing their work in the bushes, not in the cities. They have no business in the city. They have no single business in the city. Their business is in the bush. this Eastern Security Network that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu form is not a Biafran army. They are just like the same thing that the Northerners have in the North. In the Southwest, among the Odua brothers, they have their own. They have the Hizbah in the North. In the North, you have the Hizbah. Even the Hizbah in the North arrest police. They can arrest police. They are there enforcing their Sharia law in their own section. A country that's supposed to be a secular country. Nigeria that is supposed to be a secular country where we're supposed to practice one law. But in the northern part of Nigeria, already they are practicing a different law. A different law is running affairs in northern part of Nigeria. They are practicing Sharia law. And they formed a security organization to enforce their Sharia law in the north. Nobody from the southern part of Nigeria challenged them. Nobody challenged them. In the northern part of Nigeria, even their Hizbah, the security outfit, can arrest the Nigerian police force. I have seen videos on several occasions where the Hizbah arrested Nigerian police force. The Hizbah can come to your house and destroy your businesses for no just cause. You see the amount of business they destroy in the north. People who are operating hotel and selling drinks, they destroy their drinks worth millions, destroy their shops, all in the name of their so-called Sharia law in a country that's supposedly supposed to be a united country, practicing one law. They destroy the business of the Southerners in the north. They destroy it. They enforce their own law with the security they formed. You come to the southwest. Our southwest brothers, Ludua brothers, got their Amoteku. Amoteku is functioning, and they are doing their job, protecting their land, protecting their people from the terrorists, from the invaders. And who are the invaders? The Fulani killers. They are the invaders. When we call them by their name, it is not a hate speech, and it is not a blackmail. The Fulanis are the terrorists we have in Nigeria. Every terrorist group you see in Nigeria, they are being headed by the Fulanis. And Mieti Allah produces the foot soldiers for every single terrorist organization you see in Nigeria. Their foot soldiers are being produced by Mieti Allah. Their foot soldiers are being produced by Mieti Allah, a Fulani organization, and the Magban. They are in charge of every terrorist organization you can see in that contemporary corner. And it is not a hidden issue. They came out and claimed responsibility for the killings that happened in Benue State when the Fulani killers were invading Benue State. They came out, even challenged the governor, trying to take away the life of the governor. And yet, this same Mieti Allah is being sponsored by the government of the Janjaweed, the so-called Nigeria that some idiots are protecting. Even people in the southern part of Nigeria, the same Nigeria that you are supporting, they are supporting and promoting and sponsoring Mieti Allah, a terrorist organization that is sponsoring the whole terrorist organization and producing all the food soldiers. Federal government of Nigeria is sponsoring them. You were there when they gave them 1 billion naira. 1 billion. For what reason? What are they doing? What are they doing? In the southeastern part of Nigeria, the old southeast region, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu established ESN. Instead of the governors and the politicians and all the elites in that place to support Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to protect this region, what did they do? They come against him. They ganged up and planned their evil against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They started with their propaganda and blackmail. They said he doesn't have any right to establish any security outfit. Meanwhile, you refuse to establish it. He gave you time to do it and called you, you refuse. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu could not stand and watch Biafran people being mowed down. He could not stand and watch Biafran land being taken over. He established ESN. And that ESN put a stop to the advancement of the Fulani Caliphate. The ESN put a full stop to the advancement of the terrorists. There was nothing else that could stop them except the ESN. Immediately Mazi Nnamdi Kanu established ESN, the advancement stopped and they got mad. They got mad. They began to sponsor their governors in Biafra land. They began to sponsor their governors in Biafra land. They used Dave Umahi. Dave Umahi started all manner of things, began to form his Debubagu. That same security outfit that they have refused to form for a very long time. When they saw that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was protecting the people, they used the governors to bring another counter security organization to counter the ESN. Ebubago was not formed to protect the Biafran people. It was not formed to secure Biafra land. Ebubago was formed to fight against the ESN and make sure that they make the Biafran people vulnerable. That is the reason why Ebubago was formed. And you can see it today. When we are shouting about it on that very first time, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was warning that no single youth should join the Ebubago, no single youth should make any attempt of joining the Ebubago, people thought it was a joke. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu warned of what is coming. Today, you can see the destruction that the Ebubago is doing. You can see, even those useless politicians themselves are complaining in their house. They are complaining that the Ebubago is now a tool in the hand of politicians. They are using it to kill their political enemies. Innocent people are being mowed down. Simply because you and somebody is having a problem, you are owing somebody, they will bring a Ebubago and the Ebubago will take your life. If you are from opposition party, the Ebubago will come and kill you. This is where we are today. But the man who has genuinely come out to protect the Biafra land, these very governors and their elite and their cohort went and continued to plan with some people who are close to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, some people who supposedly are supposed to protect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, some people who are supposed to be speaking with the same tone with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This very Janjaweed brought them over, and they succeeded with all their evil plan to go to Kenya, all the way to Kenya, kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya, and sent him to Nigeria through extraordinary rendition. They damn all the consequences, knowing fully well that the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is illegal. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu traveled to Kenya with his international passport, British passport, not Nigerian passport. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have denied Nigerian citizenship for a long time. He's a Biafran British. But they went ahead to kidnap a British citizen in Kenya, rendition him to Nigeria. After torturing him, Chukwuka saved him, they could not take his life. They brought him to Nigeria, and they are still torturing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. As you're watching this video, we don't know the state of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's health. We don't know what is happening. If not for the grace of Chukwuka, you must have had, you wake up one day and hear a different story. If not for grace of Chukwuka, you will wake up one day and you hear a different story, but God forbid. God forbid. Biafran people, we cannot afford to lose Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Not now. We cannot afford to lose him. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have fought a good fight. He has fought a good fight, and he is at the last point, at the point where you and I have to take over. Why are you still waiting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that is in the hand of the enemy to come and free you? Are you sane? It means you are insane. If you are a Biafran, and you are still waiting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to give you order from the hand of the enemy, to tell you what to do from the hand of the enemy, to protect you from the hand of the enemy, you are the most disgraceful person. You are not worthy to be human. You are not worthy to be human. Our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of Biafran people. He is the leader of the Biafran people and the Biafran struggle. As long as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu remains alive, he is our leader and remains the leader of the struggle. And there is no place in the planet Earth where you will bring the issue of Biafra without mentioning the name of our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. There is no place in the planet Earth where you will bring the issue of Biafrans without mentioning the name of our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It doesn't happen anywhere. There's no place. That is why he remains the leader. But as our leader have been captured, our leader is in captivity. Our leader is in the camp of enemy. What are we going to do as ordinary people? Are we going to be waiting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to free himself? Are we going to be waiting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to tell us what to do from the hand of the enemy? That means we have not learned anything from him. That is what it means. It means for all these years that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been speaking on Radio Biafra, broadcasting twice every day sometimes, we have not learned anything. If you and I, we are still waiting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to give us order from the DSA, it means we have not learned anything. Biafrans, we have to wake up. We have to wake up, Biafran. We have to wake up and fight this battle once and for all. It is no longer time for joke. This is the time for us to stand up and fight. This is the time. Anything you know you can do, to cripple the Janjaweed, that contraption called Nigeria, to make sure Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is ready, continue to start doing it now. It is no longer a joke. It's not a child's play. We are calling on sit at home only on Sunday and Monday, and some people are still taking this as a joke. It is going to be stronger than that. If you are sitting at home, sit at home more. Let there be a total lockdown every Sunday and every Monday. It doesn't end there. Economic sabotage to that gender with the government. Stop giving your revenue to local government, state government, or federal government in the Biafran land. Anything that has to do with their government, stop obeying it. Civil disobedience on all ramifications. Economic sanction. Economic sanction. And the time have come for us to take it to the third level. The Biafran people in Biafran land, I say, may Chukwu continue to protect and secure all of you. Biafran people in Biafran land are doing a great job. I applaud them. They are putting their life on the line, doing exceedingly well against all odds. With all the attack against the Biafran people, with all the informants, even Biafran themselves fighting against them, with all the blackmail against them, they are standing tall. And Biafran people are still sitting at home on Sunday and on Monday. We graduated from that and went to economic sanction. Today we are embarking more on economic sanction to the Janjaweed to the third level to cripple the resources they have in Biafra land. Every resources that made Nigeria what it is today is in Biafra land. Every resources that is making Britain interested in Nigeria is in Biafra land. Every resources that is making the UK, making the US, making Germany, making all the European countries be interested in Nigeria, all those resources are in Biafra land and no place else. It is high time we cripple those resources. It is high time we cripple those resources. These people don't care about us. They don't care about us. You see Biafran people losing their life on daily basis. As you are watching this video, any place you're watching from, Biafran people are dying as you're watching this video. Genocide is going on in Imo State as you're watching the video. People are dying. People are losing their life. People are losing, not because they committed any crime, not because they kidnapped anybody, not because they were seen with arms, simply because they are Biafran people. They are being molded down in that country called Nigeria. And the world is silent. The world pretend they have not seen it. Go to social media. You will see Biafrans shouting and crying on different platforms. You will see Biafrans shouting and crying. You will see different kinds of video of the atrocity that's happening in Biafra land. But often now, you cannot see any statement from any international community to speak about it. There's no statement. Even though when they are still getting because they are getting their resources from Biafra land, getting their resources on the blood of the Biafran people. They are getting their resources, all the wealth and everything they have, based on the blood of the shedding of the blood of Biafran people. The Western countries are enjoying, based on the death of Biafran people. Nobody is speaking about it. When one person died in the UK, you will hear it in BBC, you hear it in Al Jazeera, you hear it in CNN. When one single life is being lost in the US, you will see them, all the media begin to talk about it. But in Biafra land, people are being molded down on daily basis. Innocent souls, young and old, women and children, driven away from their home, their homes burnt down for not committing any crime. The whole world is watching. When we say it, some people say it is not a propaganda. This is the truth and nothing but truth. The videos, evidence are there. Some of the videos I cannot share it on this. I cannot share it on YouTube because YouTube will not permit it. What is going on in Biafra land? But the international community have refused to say anything because their oil is still flowing, because their interest is still being protected. Biafrans will have to wake up. It is high time we cripple everything that has to do with interest of the Janjaweed in Biafra land. Whatever resources they are getting, any oil they are getting from Biafra land, every company they have has to be crippled. This is a mission that every Biafran should embark. If you are on the ground, a Biafran man, you have something to do. We cannot fold our hands and die. We will die fighting. Mazi Nnamdi said it. That at the end of it all, if it's only one person that remains in Biafra land, that one person will start on a new platform to build Biafra. They have pushed us to the wall. They have demonized us up to the extent, up to this, the hatred have grown so much that it is unbearable. The hatred, they have painted the Biafran people so evil. The hatred is so unbearable. Hatred in all directions. The hatred on Biafran people, mainly the Igbo Biafrans, for no just cause. Why are they hating the Igbo Biafrans? Why? Because the Igbo Biafrans are the vocal people. They are the people who will not stay down as slaves. Because the Igbo Biafrans know whom they are. They know whom they are, they know where they are coming from, and they will never take a second position. That is why they are being hated, because of their hard work. Because of their hard work, they were given all manner of names. Different kinds of names were given to them. Today, they can't even hide the hatred anymore. Why is anybody that is sane going to still talk about staying in Nigeria? When Ahmadu Bello said what he said about the Igbo Biafran, people thought it's just about the Igbo Biafran. It is not just about the Igbo Biafran. He is talking about every Southerner. Every Southerner. The fight is against every Southerner. It's against our Oduduwa brothers. Today, our Oduduwa brothers are not fighting it easy. Our Oduduwa brothers are not fighting it easy. It is against everybody in the southern part of Nigeria. Nobody is finding it easy. This Janjaweed Caliphate have been able to manipulate and take some few people in the south and empower them. They empower some few people in the south and they use those people to begin to oppress every other person. When you speak, you think that your neighbor next door knows what he's saying. Simply because of a salary, simply because of a personal interest, simply because money is coming to your account, you will not support that which is right. You will see a Biafran person talking against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, standing against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Recently, I saw a video, I saw a write-up where they were saying that somebody who supposedly is a Biafran went and swore an affidavit that he wants to come and stand against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That he went and swore an affidavit that is going to come and testify against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. What a joke. That is the highest of foolishness. The highest of wickedness and foolishness. What does he have to testify against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Ask that idiot, what does he have to testify against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? What evidence? Based on hearsay. Are you going there to testify as an eyewitness or something that you are being told? Or what are you going to testify against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? What? What on the planet Earth will you testify against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? This is the idiot who is calling IPOB a company. That Mazi Nnamdi Kanu established IPOB as a company. That is what he's preaching everywhere. And that is why every member of IPOB should be very, very careful and open their ears. This man who have gone to swear affidavit, the only accusation is always accusing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. In any platform you see him, he's accusing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu of establishing IPOB as a company. And today, all of a sudden, some people wake up from nowhere and begin to use company to represent Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Use company to go and bring a company account to represent IPOB. Doesn't that ring a bell to you? And when we are saying, do not put any money in that LLC account, people say it's a joke. When we condemn the account, people think we are wicked. We condemn the account, people talk it's a fighter. It is not fighting against anybody. We are fighting to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and secure Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is the fight. That is what we are after. The most important thing now is to secure Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Make sure there is nothing they have against him. Why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was with us, even in every of his broadcasts, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have every sanctified points to back up every of his broadcasts. You cannot judge Mazi Nnamdi Kanu based on any broadcast he has made, because he said the record straight. IPOB is not a private business. It's not a private organization. IPOB is non-profit organization, an organization established to restore Biafra, restoration of Biafra. Nobody is sponsoring IPOB. It is the Biafran people, individuals. They are the ones sponsoring IPOB. IPOB is not being sponsored by any politicians. It's not being sponsored by any government anywhere. It is being sponsored by you and I, the ordinary people. That is why you have to be mindful the people you listen to. Be mindful the people you listen to and people you follow and people you go to. Be mindful. The Janjaweed are looking for evidence from all angles. They don't have any evidence. As it stands today, there is no single evidence against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. No, not even one. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has not been found guilty in any law court on the planet Earth. Even in that Janjaweed country. Some cases that have been settled recently, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu won the cases. He has never been found guilty anywhere. While he was in Britain, preaching the gospel of peace, preaching the gospel of salvation to the Biafran people and other indigenous tribes in Nigeria, he was never one day invited by the police. He was never one day arrested. He was never one day invited, let alone have been arrested. And today, that man was kidnapped in Kenya. And the British that were supposed to protect him, they couldn't protect him because of their interest. Because they want oil to continue to flow to them. They know everything about the kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If they don't know, they know that it is a serious crime to kidnap a British citizen. A British citizen with British passport kidnapped. And Britain is saying nothing about it. They are doing nothing about it. That doesn't ring a bell to you. This is why we must cripple every business, every interest of the Janjaweed, every interest of the foreign countries in Biafra land. It is high time we face them. Every interest of the people, every interest of these idiots, every interest of these international communities, every of their interest in Biafra land must have to be crippled. That oil have to stop flowing. In a recent video that our brother played in his program yesterday, our brother Simon Ekpa, in a recent video that he played, you saw where the European Union were discussing. In Europe, they are discussing relying on Biafra land for the flow of gas because of the fight they have with Russia. Because of the fight that is going on between Russia and Ukraine, Russia wants to stop giving them gas. And they are now mentioning the name of the places where they will rely on for gas. They mention Nigeria. Which Nigeria are they talking about? They are talking about Biafra land. They are talking about, so they know very well that they can rely on Biafra land to get whatever they want. But Biafran people are being killed, mowed down on daily basis. Even in that very place where that oil is flowing, that village where they have that gas, people are being mowed down today. People are being killed. Nobody is saying anything. They are not discussing it in the international community. The European Union is not discussing it, but they are busy mentioning Biafra land, mentioning Nigeria, based on what the resources that have in Biafra land, that they are going to rely on it. They have hit the rock. Biafran people, it is high time you wake up. It is high time Biafran people wake up. Any place you are in Biafra land, take it upon yourself. This is the time for us to fight to finish. It is you and I that will free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Everything we are doing today is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu would have done if he's with us. He will do even double. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot be outside and a very important personality in Biafra will be held and he will be silent. No. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, why he was us. Even when the people who are against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu are being detained by the Janjaweed government, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu speak up for them. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu spoke loudly for Olusametu when Olusametu was arrested. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on every broadcast called on the immediate release of Olusametu. When even Oju Zokalo, the criminal, was arrested. Oju Zokalo, the criminal, who we know stands against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who we know is preaching against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. When Oju Zokalo was arrested, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on daily basis was calling for the immediate release of Oju Zokalo. Name it. Anytime anything happens in Biafra land, anybody has any problem, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu stands on the platform and shout on top of it, say in it, continue to preach on it, continue to shout on top of it. But today, what is happening? That same man who has taken it upon himself to sacrifice everything sacrificable for Biafra land, the same man is in captivity today. The same man is in the hand of the enemy. Instead of you and I doing something to free him, we are busy, still waiting for him to come and free us. Are you not stupid? Are you not insane? A man who has sacrificed anything, he has given everything. He has given you everything for the sake of the freedom. You are waiting for him to die. That is nothing you want. You are now waiting for him to give him your life. You want him to give you his life before you be able to know that it is time for you to take responsibility and fight. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, anytime we look for him and would not see him, we should burn down the zoo. That is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said. That anytime we look for him, search for him, we did not see him, we should burn down the zoo. When the Muslim Nnamdi can use that phrase, burn down the zoo, there are so many ways to burn down the zoo. Burning down the zoo does not mean you have to take weapon, you have to take armored car or take gun and shoot anybody. There are so many ways to burn down the zoo. Economic sanction. Create an economic sabotage, because the wealth, what made Nigeria what it is the Biafra land. The only reason why they are shouting and campaigning and fighting each other who will rule Nigeria and who will be friends to Nigeria or not, who will be Nigeria. The reason why they are calling for one Nigeria today, the main reason why everybody is holding on one Nigeria is in Biafra land. Is in Biafra land. Why don't you take it away from them? Take it away from them. That is the way to burn down the zoo. Take it away from them. When you take it away from them, they have no choice. They will have no choice than to let you go. These people don't want us. They do not want us in Biafra land. They don't want us. They don't want us to have our nation. They don't want us to exist. They don't want us even to be in the economic Nigeria. They don't want us to be part of it. Look at the idiots, those who are parading themselves to go for 2023 election. Those who are parading themselves, calling themselves that they're going for what they call, what do they call it, Igbo presidency. Igbo presidency that they know that is a pure scam. Igbo presidency that is a scam. Look at the people who are coming after Igbo presidency. When you see the people who are presenting themselves, you will see that it has failed. It failed on arrival. It has failed already. Even before they appear, it has already failed. Look at the idiots who are parading themselves to go for Igbo presidency. Ojuzokalo, a criminal who is already under the radar of EFCC, who just went to jail and they just brought him out after he has signed an agreement to subjugate his people. After he has signed agreement to enslave his people, the caliphate brought him out. Look at the other one, Rocha Sokorocha. Rocha Sokorocha that is on the radar of the EFCC. Recently, you saw him when he went to Atorok to go and beg Buhari that Buhari should beg EFCC to leave him alone. Are you clean and the EFCC is still chasing you? Are you clean? And before you know it, they will give him a paper to sign that he's going to enslave his people, and then he'll go for presidency. Look at what he did to Imo State. It is Rocha Sokorocha that made it possible that Ruhopu Zodema, the killer, the murderer in Imo State, should come to power. It was Rocha Sokorocha that created so much trouble, created so much confusion that made Hope Uzodinma to emerge. And today you can see what is happening in Imo State. These are the people who are coming to parade themselves as people who are going to represent us. Look at the other one calling himself Pius Anyim or whatever. Pius Anyim, look at the death that is happening in Biafra land. The kind of genocide that happened in Biafra land. How many of these people who are president aspirants, how many of them have spoken? How many? All the people who are parading themselves to come and fight for Igbo presidency, how many of them are speaking about the killing that is happening in Biafra land? They want to contest for presidency based on the shedding of the blood of the Biafran people. They have traded us enough. These imposters, these monsters, they have traded us enough. It is high time we stand up and take back our life. Every Biafran has to take up this responsibility. Nobody's going to do it for you. Nobody's going to do it for me. We by ourselves is going to free ourselves from this captivity. And it's time. It is time. Enough of the pretense. This is not time to blackmail your fellow brother. This is not the time to blackmail your sister. This is not the time to blackmail your fellow Biafran. This is now the time to gossip. This is the time to fight the fight and free yourself and your unborn children from the captivity of the Janjaweed. We have died enough. We have died enough. It is so painful and so disturbing when I see my fellow Biafrans still bent. Sometimes you don't even see much pressure from the Janjaweed. You see pressure coming from your fellow Biafran people. That is the most painful one. You see Biafrans bent on fighting themselves, bent on using the language of the Janjaweed upon themselves, people giving themselves different names. That is the most heartbreaking one. The most heartbreaking one. You still see some people hating their own brother. When you see them in their platform, the way they are talking about their Igbo brothers, the Igbo Biafrans, they speak as the Igbo Biafrans, you see the vengeance, the anger in them. You'll be wondering, what have these people done to you? What? If an individual offend you, why don't you focus on the person that offended you? You will come on your platform. You are a Biafran. Your own fellow brother, simply because your brother is speaking a different tongue. You will hate him so much that when you speak, you can't even control yourself. You'll be speaking with so much anger. Even when you are talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, preaching about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you will be on a platform speaking against the Igbo Biafrans. You are speaking about the Igbo, you are calling them different kind of name, and you forgot that the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu you are talking about is an Igbo person. You forgot that even the struggle as it stands today, it is still the Igbo people that are pioneering the struggle. Majority of the people who are moving the struggle forward, the majority of the people who are making sure that the Biafran struggle continues are still the Igbos. Even as you are there insulting the Igbo Biafran, in your platform, go and check your comment section. They are still Igbos. Very welcoming and accommodating people. Even when you are abusing them and cursing them, they are still there supporting you. Why don't you see beyond your nose and retrace yourself? Use the right language. If an individual offends you, call that person out by his or her name and deal with that person squarely. Why must you begin to demonize person? You see somebody in his home platform, he will focus on Ijo Biafra. He will focus on Edo Biafra. You will talk down on Edo Biafran people. You will speak all manner of evil against them. You talk down on the Ijo Biafra. You speak it down against them. Simply because of different tongue. Even when you know that we have one ancestral parents. We are from one ancestral parents, the same people. Why are you bent on destroying yourself? Please click a like to this video and share this video to all platforms. Share it to platform where you belong. Every platform, your WhatsApp group, your group, any group you belong, share this video. Let everybody be hearing and see what is happening and join in this opinion to hear the right way to go and use the right language. Give a thumbs up to the video so that other people will watch the video. Give a thumbs up to the video. People are coming from all corners, from all, bringing things that are not relevant. Why are you bent on destroying yourself? Why are you bent on destroying your fellow Biafran? Go and check how many platforms of the Janjaweed are speaking against the Biafran. How many? How many platforms? But when you see, when you check, you see that the platforms that are fighting against the Biafran people, who are fighting against the Biafran people who are fighting for struggle, are even Biafran people. They are Biafran platform. They are people from Biafra land. Stay in their platform, they'll be fighting against their brothers and sisters, speaking words that are dirty, using dirty words against their own brother. You will be hearing vengeance, you will see anger in their heart. Why is it not enough for you to identify yourself as a Biafran? That is enough. It is enough. Look at the people, the British. Look at the people in the UK, the people who colonize you. They identify themselves as British. That is all. Ask them, where are you from? I'm from the UK. British. That is it. Ask the person from America. You ask him, I am an American. And that is it. He won't go further to explain to you, I'm from so. The person is an American. That is how people defend themselves. That is how people describe themselves. It doesn't mean that they don't have other tribes. It doesn't mean they don't have tongue. But when they come out, they speak and defend what they represent. That is why Nigeria cannot stand, because there is nobody that is Nigeria. When it comes to the case of Nigeria, nobody is Nigeria and nobody can defend Nigeria. There are different nations that are being forced together. People who they don't have the same value. We don't have the same value system. We don't have the same religion. We don't have the same ideology. And there is no way we can be able to function together. Even our so-called celebrated fathers in the old, they know this and they spoke about it. Tafawa Balewa said it, that we are not compatible and we are not the same people. Ahmadu Bello said it, that we are not the same people with the Northerners. We are not the same people. Awolowo said it, that we are not the same people. Only that some people, out of their foolishness, refuse to listen. Because of their greed, envy, and jealousy, they refuse to listen. Because if a black man wants to present himself as a leader, because you were made a leader of the group, even when evil is going on, you support it. And that is what is happening in IPOB today. Some people are protecting evil because they are benefiting, because their brother is in charge, because somebody who is close to them and who is close to them is in charge. Even when they know that what is going on is wrong, they continue to protect that evil that is paying their bill. Because their bill is being paid through that evil. They protect that evil. They stand with the evil. No matter what happens, they are standing with it. Because it pays their bill. Because the evil agenda pays their bill. It is not because they don't know what is wrong and right. These are the group of idiots we have in the struggle of Biafra. Group of idiots, people who support everything evil, even when they know consciously in their heart that what is happening is evil. They see lie, they support lie. You see your brother bringing an opinion that is going to work out of your selfish, out of your jealousy and envy. You will not implement it. Instead, you demonize that your brother. You blackmail him and send him to oblivion. That is what some people do in the Biafra struggle. But Chukwu Okike have come. Chukwu Okike have taken over. He has taken charge of Biafra land, taking charge of the struggle. That is why Biafran people are standing tall and fighting. Even when you tell them not to sit at home, they are sitting at home. On Sunday, on a Monday. You don't want to encourage the economic sanction. They have already started giving the economic sanction. And very soon, the stage 3 is going to be activated. You will see all those revenue that are, all those companies, all those oil that are taken from Western land, they will be crippled. There will be no production. There will be no production again that is flowing to the Western world from Biafra land. Never again. Since they do not want to talk about us. They don't want to speak about what is happening to us. They are happy that we are dying, enjoying based on our death, spilling our blood for their own benefit. Enough is enough, and we cannot accept it anymore. Biafrans have sacrificed enough, and it's high time. It is high time we take back our life. Every Biafran, wherever you are, I say it and I say it again. Every time you wake up, know that it is your responsibility to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Every Biafran, anytime you wake up from your sleep every day, know it in your mind that it is you that will free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and ask yourself, what have you done today to make sure that the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is activated? Every day you wake up, ask yourself, what have I done today to make sure that the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is activated? If you see a video that somebody is making based on the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi, as I'm making this video, share the video. That is something you have done for the day. If you are living abroad, share the video when you see the video. If you cannot make a video, it is not compulsory that everyone must make a video. If you can make a video and share on your platform. Use a picture of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, write it, free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and post it on your platform on daily basis. This is an electionary year. In a year of election, they are going to do everything possible to make sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is relevant. It is you and I that will make him remain relevant. We are going to make Mazi Nnamdi Kanu remain on top of the news until he is being released. How are we going to do it? By you sharing the video. Give a like to this video. Give a like to the video and share the video to every platform. Not only my video, any video you come across that is genuinely talking about the freedom of Biafra and the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, share it and let it go viral. That is what you have to do. Every day you wake up, know it. The responsibility that you have is to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The lawyers alone cannot free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You have seen it. That even their court cannot free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Even when the court have said, allow him access to his lawyers, they refuse. They blatantly refuse. They flout the court order. They flout the court order. And you are still hoping on the camp of the enemy. You hope on the court of enemy to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You are insane. You are insane. We have to start doing something. Do not hope on the court. And a court that cannot obey their own judge, and you think they can just wake up and say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu go. A court that cannot obey their own judge. It is high time we wake up. We have to wake up and speak up and do the right thing. Continue to embark on massive civil disobedience. Include anything possible. Anything at all you can do to disrupt the activities in the southeastern part of Nigeria, to disrupt the government affairs, to make sure that the politicians, the elites, those organized will make sure that the Biafra land becomes so hot for them. Make sure they begin to run to Abuja. They can no longer find peace in Biafra land. That is the right thing to do. Do it. The international communities will not free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The court will not free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The lawyers cannot free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It's only you and I. When you begin to cripple and make sure that there's no production, there is no oil and gas flowing to the Western world, as they are now hoping for the gas in Biafra land. They are now hoping in gas in Biafra as they are having quarrel with Russia. As they are fighting Russia, they are having their hope on the gas in Biafra land. What we have to do now is to make sure we cripple that very gas. It will not flow. By then, they will begin to ask questions. They will begin to ask questions. They will bring their eyes and begin to use the right language in Biafra issue. The time is now. Stop waiting. Stop waiting. Mazi and Nanny Cam have suffered enough. Enough is enough. It's high time we wake up and speak up and do the right thing. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect everybody who have joined this very broadcast. Every hand that have shared this broadcast, may Chukwu Okike guide and protect you and secure you. Every hand that have shared this broadcast, every hand that have liked this broadcast, Chukwu Okike will guide and protect you, continue to secure you, and make sure he guides you until you walk into Biafra. You will not only hear Biafra or see it with your eyes, you will walk into Biafra, live in Biafra. If you're from Oduduwa land, Chukwu Okike will make you see Oduduwa, walk into Oduduwa land and celebrate in Oduduwa land. Any indigenous person in that country from call Nigeria that is watching this video, if you are genuinely fighting for the freedom of your people, you will see freedom, you will walk into freedom, and you will enjoy freedom. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect everybody that is genuinely fighting for freedom. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect every indigenous person in the country of Nigeria. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect our Oduduwa brothers. Guide and protect Sunday Igbo, secure Sunday Igbo and set him free. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect our Supreme Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Secure him, set him free, and bring him back to us very soon. No weapon formed or fashioned against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu shall prosper. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for joining me on this broadcast. I appreciate you wherever you are connecting from. See you again tomorrow by the special grace of Chukwu Okike. Please share the video to all platforms. Share the video to family and friends so that we will continue to preach this gospel until it reaches to all corners of the earth. Thank you and remember blessed. See you again tomorrow. Okay, man, you know. Thank you so much.